Universitas Gadjah Mada or UGM is a public university renowned as the People's University, which strives for and puts forward the interests of the citizens and nation of Indonesia. As a higher education institution that has long been recognized by the society, we are proud of our timeless and tireless dedication to the nation. By cultivating, implementing, and leveraging education, research, and community services, which constitute the salient objectives of Indonesian higher education, or Tridharma, we remain committed to incessantly promoting the values of Pancasila. We exert the utmost effort to protect Indonesia's sovereignty in accordance with Pancasila ideology and the 1945 Constitution. As a world-class university, UGM is devoted to the interests of the nation and humanity. We conduct research, provide education, and deliver community services by enhancing knowledge that benefits the community, the nation, and the world. We have been learning from one another and get stronger together since we believe that knowledge is not useful unless it is shared with others. The learning process will never cease developing. At UGM, we learn by continuously exploring sciences, learning from history, observing the present, and researching for the future. We always work hard and never give up. The learning and research processes at UGM continue to run together and explore state-of-the-art innovations. To create a convenient, environmentally friendly, and pollution-free green campus, UGM has built a wisdom park that substantiates the teaching and learning process. The park per se is open to the public. UGM has also developed drinking water facilities throughout the campus, provided by a drinking water supporting unit. This system is harnessed by the entire academic community of UGM. As the manifestation of its teaching endeavor, UGM operates various field laboratories for educational and research purposes. Furthermore, UGM has established and run a science technopark as an embodiment of its capability of inventing and commercializing a myriad of innovative health products, ranging from medical devices, herbal medicines, and healthy food.
There are now more than 118,000 cases in 114 countries, and 4,291 people have lost their lives.
2020 has been a tough year for anyone, and it is no exception for UGM. Campus activities are abruptly halted, student activities on campus are annulled, and everyone is forced to work, worship, and study from home. Lecturers have no choice but to learn how to teach effectively using the information and communication technology or ICT. Learning and research on technology are strongly supported at UGM, and in fact, we have conducted various cutting-edge technological research. Community Service or KKN is one of the most important courses to complete the study program, which will be undergone by University of Gadjah Mada or UGM in 2020 while adapting online courses system. Supported by the Ministry of Education, UGM will continue its service within the society across Indonesia during the pandemic issue. Lecturers and researchers at UGM continue carrying out basic and applied research in many realms. For instance, studies in the health sector to cope with COVID-19 are being encouraged and accelerated as a form of UGM's commitment to mitigating disaster using scientific methods. One of the most innovative inventions regarding to mitigating the COVID-19 is GeneNose, a screening tool or early detector of patients exposed to COVID-19, which is able to identify the symptom through exhale within 80 seconds. GeneNose is highly reliable. It has a number of advantages as a COVID-19 fast detection tool. Its sensor is able to detect more than thousands of patients in the long term, while providing relatively fast results, non-invasive and affordable. In addition, its usage also applies non-rebreathing mask and disposable HEPA filter. Those challenges somehow direct or even force us to innovate and modify approaches. Success is a journey which necessitates smart work through learning, studying, and sacrificing. Despite all that, most of all, we love what we do.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. At least for us here in Indonesia, I believe in the Philippines as well, in Vietnam, it's all afternoon. So we are currently looking for host key for the Zoom, which is kind of lost. So please wait a bit for us to start. Oh, okay. So Bu Uci, would you please to be a host and make us co-host so we can record?
Okay.
All right, I will start sharing my screen. This is a very interesting Zoom. So are we ready? Okay. Okay, thank you. And may I know if Nadila or the other teaching assistant are on campus? Okay, anyhow, it's all right. I will record. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for a little bit tardy, for a little bit late to start. So we found the key and we started the recording. That's good. Welcome everybody to the day 0. Actually, we are not yet on day 1 of the summer course on Smart Eco Bioproduction Agriculture or SC-SOBA 2022. So here, my name is Arini. You may call me Bu Arini. I will explain more. What is Bu meaning? So if you are not Indonesian or if you are not really familiar. And here, if I see the list of attendance, we also have Bu Valentina Dwi Suci Handayani, or usually called Bu Uci. We also have Bu Diah Fitria Widiningsih, or usually called Miss Fitri. Actually, she's not really common to be called Bu Fitri, but Miss Fitri. We also have teaching assistants. We have Safa, Aprila Savana, Arsha Danitri Nastiti or Arsha, and some other teaching assistants. I believe I saw Taufik and then I saw Nadila. Okay, I will start. So first, thank you for your interest to our summer course. Smart Eco Bioproduction Agriculture. So today is like more of the introduction, not the formal opening ceremony. The formal opening ceremony for SC-SOBA 2022, where the instructor team from UGM, we have invited some important person at UGM to come to the formal opening ceremony. So if you see that why that this looks so informal, because this is not the opening ceremony, but we see the necessary to have this pre-course meeting to explain about the what is SC-SOBA, what is the motivation, and so on. And so you start to get familiar with this summer course before you get lectures from the invited speakers. Okay. So I will start to explain what is SOBA. SOBA is actually a local buckwheat from Japan. And this is an abbreviation from Smart Eco Bioproduction Agriculture, or actually Smart Eco Bioproduction, which is the vision of Faculty of Agriculture UGM. So we start to be, we want to, or we vision to be, to have agriculture that is smart, but also eco. So bioproduction in this case. So we found that if we gather S and then O at the end of eco and then B at the beginning of bioproduction and add agriculture from Faculty of Agriculture, we get SOBA, which is a local buckwheat. And why we start with SOBA? Because last year, the first SC-SOBA 2021, we took the topic on the nexus between local ecological and modern agricultural practices. So as I have mentioned before, Faculty of Agriculture UGM, we would like to be, we vision to be smart in terms of modern agricultural practices, but we also want to pay attention, or even like still pay attention to the local ecological agricultural practices, which is many around us. And then SC-SOBA 2022, this is the second one. And we took the topic of climate smart agriculture. We started to gather the topic and so on in February. And in that February, it was just the beginning, or not really the beginning, but last year, the IPCC. Okay, yeah. The IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, just published a brief report in August 2021 about the state of climate change in the world. And then in February 2022, this year, they published the full report. So we see the necessary of discussing climate change, but in this case, climate smart agriculture, because agriculture sector, we realize that this is not the biggest carbon emitter in the sector in the world, but if I may not mistaken, this is the second or the third biggest carbon emitter in the world, which is contributing a lot to climate change. So climate smart agriculture. And the significance why we took this smart eco bioproduction. So smart eco bioproduction, as I have mentioned, this is the vision of Faculty of Agriculture from UGM itself, Universitas Gadjah Mada, where Faculty of Agriculture is one of the 18 faculties within. UGM vision is to locally rooted, globally respected. So in these terms of climate change, even though we talk about climate smart agriculture, we also would like to not to forgetting about the local root, which is like that one of things. Somebody, okay, thank you. Somebody just paused the recording, so I was surprised. Yeah, so the local ecological agricultural practices. Yeah, that's the thing. So UGM instructor, this is where I would like to explain what is the meaning of BU when I mentioned it at the beginning. So here we have 10 UGM instructors, especially from Faculty of Agriculture. So we have 6 departments actually at Faculty of Agriculture, 6 departments. So Faculty of Agriculture, UGM. However, the one of the department is on fisheries department of fisheries, and they decided to have their own summer course on fisheries. And so here you will see that the 10 instructors come from the 5 remaining department: agriculture, socioeconomics, and then plant protection, soil science, microbiology, and agronomy. And this is, we ordered this not based on the order of importance, but more of the, how to say, like the A, B, C, and so on. Yeah, the order of the alphabetical order. Okay. So first we have Pa Abi. So this is how usually we call a Pa, which is actually comes from Bapak. This is how we address somebody older in Indonesia, and male, somebody who is older and male. So Pak. And then we have also Dr. Adiatma. This is also Pak Adiatma. And then me, my name is Arini Wahyu Utami. I'm a female, maybe older than almost all of you, I guess. So you can call me Bu. Bu is actually comes from Ibu. Yeah. And then Bu Diah Fitria Widiningsih, actually, this is also Bu, but Miss Fitri is actually well known as Miss Fitri in our faculty. So you can call her Miss. Actually, you can also call all of the female instructors in this summer course Miss, but yeah, Bu. And then Pak Fathi, this is actually, this is Pak. And then Dr. Najmu, also Pak Najmu. And then Nur Ainun, Bu Ainun. Oh yeah, okay. Pak Abi, Pak Adiatma, Bu Arini, Bu Fitri or Miss Fitri, Pak Fathi, Pak Najmu, Bu Ainun. And then we have Pak Akbar, this is Pak. And then Bu Valentina, or if you can remember, Bu Uci. Yeah. And then lastly, we have Bu Widi. Yeah. So I just write it down just to make sure that you know which one is male, which one is female, because like me, if I read other countries' name, I may not be sure about which one is male, which one is female. So yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is actually equal. 5 male instructors, Pak Abi, Pak Adiatma, Pak Fathi, Pak Najmu, and Pak Akbar. And then we have 5 females, which is me, Bu Arini, and then Bu Fitri or Miss Fitri, Bu Ainun, Bu Uci, and Bu Widi. Okay, that's our instructors, which you will meet. Some of us may not be able to attend, but you will meet in the second hour in the breakout rooms. Okay, and then we have also 7 teaching assistants who are also present with you today. This is also alphabetical order. Aprila Savana or Safa. And in this case, they are fellow students. They are all master students from different departments, even though the majority is from the Department of Agriculture Socioeconomics. So there is no need to call them Bu or Pa because they are still young. They are also as young as you. And then Arsha as well. Oh, Arsha is actually undergrad students, which is about to graduate. And then we have Beta, and then we have Molly, Taufik or Opi. If you saw his introduction, and then we have Nadila or Dila, and then Sabila Uswatun Hasana. This is a little bit, yeah, I will just write it down. Nana. Yeah. So that's our teaching assistants. And they will be your fellow participants. So they will learn, they will also do homeworks with you, assignments, poster assignments, and so on. Okay. And this year, we're really thankful that we received almost 100 applications from 11 countries. This is only 10 actually. But we received report from our teaching assistant that actually there are 11 countries. So I'm not sure which one is missing. Yeah, but we receive application from Bangladesh, from Cambodia, Indonesia, of course, the Philippines, probably the majority of you, and then Pakistan, Palestine, from Poland, Rwanda, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe. This is also by alphabetical order. And this is the list of invited speakers, which is kind of like there might be changes or adjustments throughout this month of July. But these 17 invited speakers come from university in Indonesia as well as abroad, not only university abroad, but also institution abroad. For example, from SC-SOBA from Australia, and one or two examples, institutions in Indonesia is actually Indonesian Agency for Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysics, as well as Center for Agricultural Land Resources, something like that. Oh, as also CGIAR. So not all of them are university professors, but most of them are. And this comes from the European countries, Australia, and then Asia and the United States. Yeah, that's the invited speakers. And you can look at their profiles here, sc-soba.faperta.ugm.ac.id/en/speakers. Okay, but you will get to know them during the course meetings, which starts on July 14. Yeah. So the learning outcome, the first one is to describe, review, and critically analyze the impact of climate change in agriculture sector. And then okay, thank you. This is the interesting part about having, like virtual meeting and virtual lecture. And then compose and propose strategies for mitigation and adaptation for the agriculture sector in general and for small scale farmers in particular. So we put small scale farmers, not farmers in general, but because at least here in Southeast Asia, the majority is small scale farmers. And then communicate the strategies to multidisciplinary stakeholders. So you participants here comes from a different measure of studies, not only like from agriculture, but even like, if I remember correctly, there are chemistry students or chemistry graduate and some other. And so that will be like a good experience to mingle and to exchange idea with the multidisciplinary settings. And of course, collaborate in the multidisciplinary and cross-cultural settings. Cross-culture, as I have shown you, if you are complete, you come from the 11 countries. And so that will be also like a good experience to exchange idea with the cross-cultural settings. And we are required by UGM to have this course, this summer course, as a 3 credits transferable course. So if you see this approximate time of completion, this is because we are kind of reviewed by the UGM, and we are, the UGM really calculate or really require us to have this 10 hours of independent study and so on, so that this will be equal to or similar to the 3 credits transferable course. I understand that some of you may not need course transfer or credits transfer, but that's how it is. So yeah, with this nature of the 3 credits, we also required to have assignments, and you will see here there are several assignments, but we try to make it as minimal as possible. Poster assignment, which is group. This is group, in group. And then class participation in Q&A or discussion. Yeah, but this is no submission. The poster assignment, this requires submission. And then quizzes, there will be 4 quizzes. So every Friday every Friday in the 4 week of course meetings. So the course meeting will be held every Thursdays and Fridays, starting on the July 14 until August 5th. And so there will be 4 quizzes every Friday, so which will be posted after class, and then you will have about 48 hours to finish it. Usually from last year, the quizzes is just multiple choice, 10 questions with multiple choice. So you may need to look at your notes, or you may need to look at the materials from the invited speakers and so on. And then the last one is final presentation. This will be on August 12th, Friday of the 12th of August, final presentation. This is, the quizzes is individual. And the final presentation will be in group as well. Yeah, so if you have the chance to look at the group that we posted on Google Classroom today, that's the group actually intended for working on your poster assignment. So you are divided into 3 to 4 participants per group. Besides, also there will be also introduction in the breakout rooms for the groups that will also be for poster assignment. Yeah, okay. So I will continue. So because of the 3 credits transferable nature, we also need to seriously pay attention on the grading. This is also required by UGM. That's why when you put your registration, you go through UGM, not directly to us, to Faculty of Agriculture. Poster assignment will be 10% group. Yeah. Attendance and active participation in lecture and discussion, this will be individual. Quizzes as well, this will be individual. And then final presentation will be in group. Oh yeah, this is poster assignment is 10%, attendance 20, quizzes 10%, final presentation is 30. And then there will be peer evaluation on group work as well as course evaluation. Please evaluate us, give us feedbacks for the instructor team. This is course evaluation. Peer evaluation on group work, this will be related with your final presentation, how you will give grade or mark to your fellow group members. So this will be individual. Yeah. So if you see 60% of the grading comes from the group project, which is this one. Yeah, this is 60%. Okay, so before I continue on, do you have questions? Let me see. Okay, no. Please raise your hand if you have question. I will wait for, I don't have my minutes. I will wait until for 1 minute. That's how I usually do in my class. Please let me know if you are not clear about the credit transfer or about the grading. Okay. I'm not sure this is 1 minute, but it's changed. Another minutes. Okay, I will continue if there is no questions. So just to summarize the process of the summer course. So today, this will be the start of individual study session. Yeah, so we will have no course meetings or lectures. So 1 to the 13th of July, this will be your individual study session. But with your groups, with 2 or 3 other fellow participants, you will work on poster assignment. This is the example of poster that I draw. I use just hand-drawn. May not be related to climate change, but this is the only poster that I have drawn in my life. So yeah, if you have a better, I don't know, artistic style and so on, please excuse my really simple poster, but this is the example. For example, farming in Davis, what people say. So I did interview with 10 people in, this is University of California, Davis. I was there in 2012. And then what they said about farming, and just they say that 70% like it because it's the sources of food and so on. 10% neutral and 20% dislike it because it makes dust, it makes air pollution and so on, that kind of things, and so on. What do you think about farmers market? And what do you think about agriculture in general? And then statistical fact. Yeah, this is really simple. Or if you are more familiar with the poster that made by computer, like you type it and so on, either with PowerPoint or with other software. This is like some of the newest format of poster that I saw. Title, intro, methods. You may not use method because this poster assignment is just to summarize your individual study session. So what you get from your individual study, and then results. Discussion may not also be something important, but make sure that the poster has tables, figures probably. And if you have like main finding, main thoughts, or arguments, thoughts, arguments, opinion that your group would like to emphasize, you can, for example, put it here. This is like the newest poster formats that I found, which may not be so common. Like I never did a poster other than the hand-drawn behind. So yeah, so poster assignment, this is in group again. And then in 14th of July, we will have the formal opening ceremony. And this is also like course meeting number 1. We will have 8 course meetings, lectures from the invited speakers, the one that are listed on several previous slides before, on Thursdays and Fridays. Only on day 1, it will be at 9 a.m. in the morning, Yogyakarta time or Jakarta time, GMT +7. Other than that, course meeting number 2 until 8 will be at 2 p.m. GMT +7, like now. Yeah. So we will make sure to remind you in every course meeting in case you lost your file or anything, just to share the Zoom link to you. This will be between 14th of July until 5th of August. And quiz assignment is 4 times on Friday because there will be four weeks of lectures or course meetings. And this is individual again. Yeah, just to remind you, this is individual. And then final presentation is on 12th of August, and this will be in group. We have a little bit of adjustment than last year because I saw some application from last year participants as well. If you participated in SC-SOBA 2021, we made a little bit of adjustment. So we add a prerequisite or pre-requirement for final presentation. So this should be participants' attendance must be minimum 60% from the total meetings between now, 1st of July, until 22 of July. So between now and 22 of July, this will be 5 meetings, 4 lectures, and then this one pre-course meetings. And so 3, which mean that participants, if you are, participants. Okay, thank you. Participants must attend at least 3 course meetings between now and the 22 of July to be able to proceed to final presentation. Yeah, that's the pre-requirement for final presentation. And then in September, usually early September or if we can make it, it could be also end of August, but we usually do it until early September. A certificate and or credit transfer statement are sent to participants, all successful participants. So these are participants with, there will be certificate and or, not certificate and credit transfer statement. So participants with less than 60% attendance will be issued certificate only, so certificate of participation. But participants with attendance more than 60% will receive certificate and credit transfer statement. So after this slide, I will show you what is credit transfer statement. And then besides the certificate of participation, we will also issue certificate for best participants. There will be best participant number 1, number 2, and number 3, which is based on grading and attendance. Okay, so yeah, because active participation in class and attendance is part of the grading, which is 20%. So yeah, the calculation of best participants will be based on that. So yeah, be active. So come to class if you are look forward into becoming best participants. And this is the credit transfer statement. Apologize for the very small fonts. I just took a picture of it from last year. Course achievement 2021 virtual summer course on SC-SOBA 2021. So the 2021 virtual summer course SC-SOBA are weight 3 credit semester unit or CSU based on individual performance, poster assignment, lecture, independent research, and final presentation. The above participant has successfully passed with, we have this grading, exceptional. So we will not use A, B, C grade marks, but exceptional if your marks is more than or equal to 95, outstanding between 90 and 94.99 and so on. Excellent until minimal. Yeah. We have not have any participants with minimal grade. So yeah. So we hope that all of you will be on exceptional or on outstanding this year. So code of class conduct. So course materials, which you will be able to obtain from ALOC UGM, which is the PDF copies of PowerPoint handouts, which is coming from the invited speakers. If provided, because not all invited speakers allowed the PowerPoint to be shared to the students, may be downloaded and printed for future reference. It is forbidden to post or share any portion of the course materials publicly, including the links to the Zoom meeting. So the Zoom meetings are all intended for your personal use only. Also the course materials from the invited speakers. But the journal articles, so the invited speakers and us, instructor team, also provided you with journal articles related to any course materials are free to download, to print, and to distribute. You can share it publicly. And then course videos of full presentations and live session are for viewing only and must not be copied or duplicated in any manner. Please be respectful of others in all comments and posts. Never share inappropriate or offensive content through the ELOC UGM, as well as to Google Classroom and Zoom. And do not post any inappropriate material or comments that could be considered offensive in the discussion forum within Google Classroom, actually. Yeah. Apologies for the lack of editing. Okay. And then consent. So in terms of consent agreement regarding any summer course related activities that include participants, Faculty of Agriculture may record, videotape, and or take photographs, and then produce a transcript and or summary of the activities, publish the transcript, summary, materials, or photograph of the activities in the websites of Faculty of Agriculture, websites of SC-SOBA, and or websites of Universitas Gadjah Mada. And then we also ask for your consent to publish the transcript, summary, materials, or photograph of the lectures in the promotional content of the future summer course at the Faculty of Agriculture, UGM. Okay. And then lastly, this is actually not the last slide, but I believe that you will you will make the time to read the details about the assignments and also the schedule, because we will also share these materials that I just presented to you on Google Classroom. Lastly, about learning management system or the LMS, we used 2 LMS this year, not only one. Last year we only used ELOC UGM, e-learning open for knowledge sharing, or ELOC. ELOC will be used for posting the materials from the invited speakers and from us, from UGM instructors, and videos, and also to submit assignments. Remember the assignments, there are poster, actually poster and quizzes only, because the final presentation will be on Zoom. So we will grade you directly on Zoom. So just poster and quiz. This is ELOC, and materials and videos. Google Classroom will be important for posting announcement. The announcement is about assignments, about scheduling, about administrative matters, and so on. So make sure that you join Google Classroom. Yeah, that if you check your email, I have put there the link so that you can directly join the Google Classroom without us inviting you. So yeah, join Google Classroom. And then continue on a little bit. This is just detail of each of the assignment. Here, poster assignment. The deadline is 13th of July. This is the grading rubric: clarity and conciseness, scientific values, aesthetic and creativity. What is the score of each criteria? And then active participation. What is the meaning of active participation? This is for course meetings during the lectures. The possible point is 100. And if you ask questions 4 times or more, you obtain at least 75 points, something like that. And then quizzes will be, there will be 1 every week, 1 quiz per week. There will be 4 quizzes. This will be based on multiple choice questions, usually just 10 questions of multiple choice. Yeah, so 48 hours, you have 48 hours to work on the quiz. And then final presentation, this will be live on Zoom on the 12th of August, Friday, 12th of August at 2 p.m. And this is also group. Yeah, and this is the grading criteria. So you and your groups may want to look at this to make sure that you have the highest score possible. And then peer evaluation, this is also part of your grading. peer evaluation, as I have mentioned before, this will be about you evaluating your fellow group members when you work on your final presentation. This will be, we ask you to give your fellow group members a grade, a score on their performance on several others criteria. And then course evaluation, this is more for us, but we ask you to, we will not give you grade or scores based on if you just give just one word, okay, for example. So we will not subtract your grade just because of that, but this is submit or no submit evaluation. So please do submit, so at least you receive your grades. Yeah. And then this is the schedule. Pre-course activities. So today, this is the online introduction of students, instructors, and teaching assistants, core description, and so on. And on Thursday, 14th of July, oh, this is actually not 2 p.m. Yeah, sorry again for the inconsistency. This should be 9 actually, 9 a.m. GMT +7. We will have the formal opening ceremony, welcoming remarks, Indonesian national anthem. This is how we do it at UGM. And then opening remarks from, we hope, from the rector of UGM, or at least from the vice rector of academic affairs. And then opening remarks as well from the Dean of Faculty of Agriculture. And then we will continue with invited speakers who will speak about climate change and society. Both are from the US, because, you know, like if we make it 2 p.m., it will be like a very wee hour in the US. Like 2 p.m. means like 2 a.m. For Professor Iin, for example, 2 a.m. in Kentucky, something like that. So that's why we make this 9 a.m. so that our speakers from the US can speak in more comfortable hours. And then so on. Friday, 15th of July, about sustainable agriculture. We will have Professor Vicky from UPLB, and then Dr. Mujahid from NTNU, and so on. Yeah, this is the schedule. We will share this with you. Don't worry if you don't know the schedule. And then final presentation from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. This will be in groups and live on Zoom. Yeah. So, okay, I think that's all. So let's collaborate. Yeah, we hope that at least you gain something from here, but this is summer course. So we expect that we also hear a lot from you, either questions, your thoughts, your opinion, your arguments, and so on. Yeah, to have the more climate smart agriculture. So I think that's all from me. Do you have questions before we go on to the next hour?